everyone. So, Lord of Shadows cover release was yesterday. It was happening at like 5. I didn't watch the video because I couldn't. I was busy, and so I don't know what Cassie said about Tales from Shadowhunter Academy and what she said about Lord of Shadows. I have some questions, but I also have what I've been paying attention to in this cover, which is why I'm doing this. This person right here is most likely Jules. I had a few questions last night from a group chat on Facebook when I showed them the cover, and they asked me, "Is that Jules?" And I'm like, most likely because Mark has blonde hair, and Ty is just too young. He's like 12, and this looks like a 17-year-old boy, which is how old Julian is. So yeah, most definitely it is Jules. Now the sword in his hand. Now I'm paying attention to minor details. I want to know if that has any significance, or if I'm just being crazy and I'm just not going to be doing this well. This is my first cover analyzing video, and then specifically what I want to talk about is the fact that there's the London Bridge right here, and presumably this is London. So, are they going to London or what? My theory is that most of this book is in London. When we're with Emma, Mark, and Julian, because it's like it seems like they're gone on their own. So we're in London, but when we're with the others, maybe Ty is in charge, maybe and Ty are in charge technically. Or with Kit. We do have perspectives from him already in Lady Midnight, so it could be for Kit. From Kit's perspective in Los Angeles. Because I do not think, I don't know. Or maybe Mark's just being left behind to take care of everyone again. And we all saw how great that turned out. Now the reason that they might be going to London is because my theory is that Annabelle Lee was actually buried in London. I don't think she was buried in Idris or the City of Bones. She's somewhere in London. I'm thinking the London Institute. And that might be why they are going over there to see if Malcolm actually succeeded in anything. And as we all know from the epilogue of Lady Midnight, Annabelle does open her eyes. So she is awake. And possibly, I don't know if she's like normal or if she's like a Walking Dead kind of thing. I do not watch The Walking Dead, I'm just thinking of zombies. But yeah, I believe she's buried in London because she did apparently commit a crime way back when, it was like the 1800s. She did commit a crime to the clave of loving a warlock, loving a downworlder, and that's punishable by basically death. So that's what happens. So she wouldn't be buried in the City of Bones because she did not die a really natural death. She died because she betrayed the law and stuff. Yeah. And Shadowhunters way back then were like, shh, if it's like the law, don't tell anyone. Okay? So yeah, they might be in London due to the fact that Annabelle might be buried there. I'm like hitched on this fact that Annabelle is buried there. Just like Jessamine was. Jessamine, she was buried on the London Institute's ground. So yeah, the only reason I can actually come up with is that they're going to see Annabelle and if she's really alive. Because you gotta make sure of this stuff. Because another theory I have, and the theory I've had since Lady Midnight, is Malcolm is not dead. We don't see a body. They're not dead. Okay? No. And, so Malcolm is still alive. So they possibly couldn't find his body, so they could possibly think, oh yeah, he might be living. He might still be alive. Because if they do not think this, I am going to be seriously disappointed because warlocks are not killed easily. You gotta puncture an essential organ or something like that in order for them to die. And Emma did not get him in his heart. I'm very sure of that. She did not stab him in his heart, so he could have easily healed himself simply while he was floating in the water. So he is alive. I know, I'm very sure of that. He is alive. So they don't find his body, so they are gonna, and so they're like, maybe he did the ritual. Maybe his blood brought her back to life. Yeah. And so they're going to Annabelle Blackthorn's like grave to find out if she's, to find her, and yeah, that's my theory, is that they can't find Malcolm's body, so they are going to London to see if Annabelle is actually resurrected and alive. All of these little theories, and none of them are to be proven true, even with the synopsis. Now, the synopsis I'm going to get up and stack, get this way, on this lovely and trustworthy website. I love it. So the description of the book is, Emma Carstairs has finally avenged her parents. Sort of. Malcolm's still alive, I swear. She thought she'd be at peace, but she is anything but calm. Torn between her desire for her parabatai, God, Julian, and her desire to protect him from the brutal consequences of parabatai relationships. Parabatai relationships? Why can I never say parabatai right when I'm reading? Okay. She's begun dating his brother, Mark. Okay, this, I'm stopping right here. This, because of the ending of this, why lie? Why lie? I was so frustrated with this. I like went into an entire like rampage with a pencil in my book. You can't see it, but yeah. But why lie? It is in here, and really, what? This does not say that Emma actually did do this, because I'm not gonna say the actual words. There's nothing that hints at Emma and Mark actually going at it like they aren't lying. But I really hope that they didn't, cause I don't want that. I really don't. I'm not a Memma shipper, I'm a Gemma shipper. I'm Gemma all the way. Which means there's going, and because it's she has begun dating his brother Mark, lots of feels. Mema is going to be a thing in this book, just like friggin', what was that ship name? Kleiman. It's like Kleiman was a thing in book 2. I hated Kleiman. I hated it with a passion. Ugh. Emma, so, yes, she's apparently dating Mark, but it's not said that they actually continued with that why lie little scene. I'd really rather that be proved to not have happened, and Emma went like, no, Mark, I really want us just to pretend. I really hope, I really hope that she said something like that, because I would not be able to bear it, and I'd probably be crying if we find out that they actually did do that. I have so many feels in me, and the book's not even here. Ugh. But Mark has spent the past 5 years trapped in Fairy. Can he ever truly be a Shadowhunter again? Valid question. I believe he can, but he's got to get over Kieran and stuff. Or really please just go with Christina. Though the thing with that is, I ship Christina with Perfect Diego, and I ship Mark with Christina. It's like, I ship them both so much. I'm not entirely a Mark and Kieran shipper. I might be later, but to me, Kieran's just an asshole. He's just an asshole, and it doesn't go well with me. It's just what I feel. It's not necessarily what a lot of people feel. It's just how I feel. And I do realize I need to still do my City of Lost Souls, my Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, Clockwork Princess, City of Heavenly Fire, The Bane Chronicles, Tales from Shadowrun Academy, and Lady Midnight Book Talks, but I'm uploading this as soon as possible because I have read all the books. I just don't have all the book talks out yet. Because I'm getting a new City of Lost Souls very shortly, so I can reread it and then do a book talk on it. Yeah. Anyways. And the Fairy Courts are not silent. The Unseelie King is tired of the cold peace and will no longer concede to the Shadowhunters' demands. Now, here's where I have another theory on the cover. Gotta get back to the cover. So, for some reason, there is definitely a reason why London Bridge and London is like right here, and Jules is over here, and this is like sideways. Because if you flip it, it looks like that. Now, this looks odd, because it kind of looks like the Seelie King, or was that Unseelie King? Let's check it out. The Unseelie King, sorry. So the Unseelie King, like the Wild Hunt is always above everything. Could he be taking jewels? That's a theory that I have. He could be taking jewels, because it's like cloud cover right here. Clouds everywhere. Come on. You know, he's gotta have... Please. I need my theory to be right that the Unseelie King will somehow take Julian away. And stuff like that. It's gotta happen someday. Anyways. Caught between the demands of Fairy and the laws of the Clave, Emma, Julian, and Mark must find a way to come together to defend everything they hold dear before it's too late. So, Emma, so it could be the fact that Julian does get taken, but they gotta follow the laws. No, don't follow the laws. The clave can just like not know about your law breaking, please. Just don't report it. Don't report what you've done bad to them. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I have not read any of the teasers or anything because I want to be completely spoil free for the book. Except for this description. Description's fine. But all these teasers and snippets are not okay. So I have no idea what does go on in the book, really, so I don't know. This is completely blind. But everything they hold dear. Is Jules, is the Blackthorn, the youngest ones, Ty, Livy, Drew, and Tabby. Yeah, Tabby. Drew and Tabby. Are they gonna be threatened? Are they? Like, I will not stand for them being threatened. And before it's too late, is that like, is the Unseelie King possibly going to, here's another theory, is Julian's gonna go, okay, so the Unseelie King takes away Ty, Livy, Tabby, and Drew away into the Unseelie Court and just like keeps them for a while. And also maybe then Jules is like, I must go save my younger brothers and sisters, and so he's going off to the Unseelie Court to basically go and get them back. It's kind of a little more out there than Jules being taken by the Unseelie King, but it's something that could happen. Honestly, it could. Oh, also, one more thing on the cover. Now, I recommend you guys look at a copy of this yourself. But I'm gonna zoom in here. It's zooming so much fudge. Okay, so yeah, zoom in about this much because right here it's either magic, but it looks more like rings. What is the ring's significance? That is a question that's burning me. What significance do these rings have? They must have a significance. If they're not rings, then what are they? And yeah. So that is the end of my discussion on the Lord of Shadows cover and synopsis. If you guys have any other theories, please comment them down below. I'd love to hear them, and maybe we can discuss more. Yeah, so anyways, that is all for this video, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, a book talk will be recorded today. I'm not entirely sure it will be up today, but I'll try. I will definitely try for 2 videos today. But this video is going to take me a long time to edit. It is at 22 minutes and 6 seconds. 7, 8. I should stop talking. Anyways, that's it for now. And I will see you all in the next video.